step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune to my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome to it, you beautiful early risers. It's just gone 6 o'clock on this Thursday morning, and this is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. My name is Katlego Maboe.
And I'm Raul de Moone, and thank you once again for joining us on this bloody incredible Klein Vrydag.
Hey, okay. That's the kind of Klein Vrydag it is. Listen, a lot of heroes in the Marvel series are created using science fiction, and our gaming expert Grant Hines is here to teach us all about the science behind the fiction.
Yeah, and then of course Gareth Woods is going to be taking us to the reviews of the latest Marvel Avengers game. So join us for the fun and games from 6 o'clock until 8 p.m. Oh, 8 a.m. this morning. It's going to be a frother.
Do you want to just start the whole show over again?
I'm just so excited.
You just gave
There's
the
so much
entire
going
crew
on.
the script of their lives. Like, we're going to be here until 8 p.m. tonight. And then, of course, we do bring you an extra dose of Expresso between 11:30 and 12 p.m. That's this morning. So 11:30 a.m. until 12 p.m. Where we discuss intermittent fasting and how you can kickstart your metabolism for those of you who are focused on losing that lockdown weight. And, of course, we're nearing the real summer months.
Yeah.
We're heading there, so people are trying to get their bodies snatched now.
Catch
already,
up on
right?
some lost time.
Exactly, it's going to be that kind of day as well. So make sure that you do join us for that. But let's say hello to the rest of the team. Morning, guys.
Good morning, guys.
morning.
Listen, I want to say congratulations to all of you for yesterday's new time slot. Absolutely amazing show. I loved it.
It was so much fun, so different, so weird, yet exactly the same.
And the response
but really
on
cool.
social media has also been so crazy. Everyone's been like, love it, we need more time.
It felt kind of like, you know, quite of a man's opportunity to have a chat. No, it was very, very cool. Thank you so much to all of our wonderful guests, and we get to do it all over again, as Kat said today, discussing intermittent fasting and hopefully kind of jump-starting that summer body today. And of course, we're talking about superheroes. We're talking about Avengers. The Avengers, of course, cementing their hearts in many of us. Who would you be if you could be one of the Avengers? Who would you be, do you think? Who does it have to be?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, she was told to say it. I get it. She was told to say it.
Who would you be?
You've got to be able to fly, so Captain Marvel's cool. Shooting stuff from your hands, pretty cool. Having super strength, pretty cool. So Captain Marvel's a good choice. Either that or Thor, because of his lovely locks. But you can let us know on our social media platforms, which Avenger would you be and why. It's going to be an Avenger-inspired show today, so sit back, buckle in. It's going to be a fun one, but let's get into those news headlines.
Just gone 2 minutes past the hour. Let's take a first look at the news headlines this morning. On the national news front, President Cyril Ramaphosa last night announced that the country is moving to level 1 as of midnight on Sunday. He said it was time to move to what he called the new normal. Ramaphosa said the country had succeeded in overcoming the worst of its outbreak, but warned that it must guard against a second wave of infections. The wearing of masks in public is still mandatory. Now, level 1 of the restrictions includes that the evening clock rule will apply between midnight and 4 a.m. Alcohol sales will be expanded from Monday to Friday between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. and restaurants and other licensed locations will also be allowed to serve alcohol subject to strict curfew compliance. The number of indoor gatherings has been raised to 250 people and outdoor gatherings to 500. Venues for exercise, recreation and entertainment will now be allowed to accommodate up to 50% of the venue's capacity, but existing restrictions on sporting events remain in place. And international travel to and from the country will be allowed from the 1st of October with certain strict requirements in place. On the international news front, biologists in New Mexico, America, have sounded the alarm after hundreds of thousands of migratory birds have been dropping dead in recent days. New Mexico State University professor Martha Desmond said that the reason for the mass die-off is still a mystery, but could be linked to smoke from the current massive wildfires raging in the U.S. The number of birds that had died could now be in the millions, she said. This, as scientists have reported a massive decline in North American bird populations in recent years. In other news, Egypt is building 2 highways across the Pyramids Plateau outside Cairo, reviving a project that was suspended in the 1990s after an international outcry. Now, it forms part of an infrastructure push by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, who is building a new capital city to ease the population pressure on Cairo, home to 20 million people. The Great Pyramids are the sole survivors of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and the plateau is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Egyptologists fear that the highways will pass over unexplored archaeological sites and generate pollution. And next up, an interesting bit of news from the world of entertainment. Pop icon Madonna has announced that she will direct a film about her own life and career. The star is also co-writing the movie with Diablo Cody, the Oscar-winning screenwriter of Juno and Young Adult. Now, the script is expected to chart her rise from Michigan to the slums of New York City to global superstardom via songs such as Like a Virgin and Vogue. Now, the as-yet untitled project will be Madonna's 3rd as a director. Rock and pop biopics are in the middle of a purple patch, with huge success for Elton John's Rocket Man and Freddie Mercury's Bohemian Rhapsody, for which Rami Malek earned an Oscar. Madonna's entry to the genre will be made by Universal Pictures, which previously ignited the artist's anger by snapping up an unofficial script based on her life. Now, no casting or production timeline for the film has been announced, but the pop star has charted the early stages of scripting on her Instagram account. Well, that's it for the news. At 6 o'clock, we'll have another report for you at 7. But right now, here's a first look at what is happening in the world of sport with Graham.
Well, the fans might not yet be able to come out in their numbers, but rugby is returning. South African rugby is set to make its return on the 26th of September. And that's with a double-header at Loftus Versfeld in Pretoria. So the Bulls will face off against the Sharks and the Lions will take on the Stormers in a super fan day of rugby festival-style action. Then a unique Springbok showdown will take place on the 3rd of October. And then just a week later, on the 10th, a South African domestic competition will kick off, and that'll feature 7 franchises. Really interesting stuff. Then on to football. The South African Football Association yesterday confirmed that Bafana will play both Namibia and Zambia in 2 friendly matches in October. Bafana will travel to neighbours Namibia for a friendly on the 8th of October. That's at the Independence Stadium in Windhoek. And their second friendly will be a home fixture on the 13th of October, where they will take on Zambia at the Royal Bafokeng Stadium. Then on to international cricket. Alex Carey and Glenn Maxwell's 212-run partnership guided Australia to a 3-wicket win over hosts England. That was in the 3rd and final one-day international match at the Emirates Old Trafford in Manchester, of course, in their bio bubble. Now, England set up a 303-run target, which the visitors reached with 2 balls to spare. And this is the first time in the 5 years, recent 5 years at least, that England have been beaten in an ODI series on home soil, as Australia clinched that 3-match series 2-1. That's where we leave our sport for this hour at least. Let's get our first glimpse at what we can expect on the weather front.
Thank you so much, G. Let us see how we are getting our Klein Vrydag started with your sunrise pictures. This one comes from Elaine Kibido, who sends her love and greetings with this beautiful sunrise picture captured in Ocean View. Now, Ocean View, you will be enjoying clear skies today with a low of 12 degrees and a high of 16 degrees. Beautiful day for you today. Another one coming through from Bev Murray, blessed our timeline with this scenic sunrise picture that she captured at the Karoo National Park. Now, that part of the country will experience some sunshine today with a maximum of 23 degrees. Thank you so much for your absolutely beautiful sunrise pictures. We love to see it. Please do continue to share them on our social media pages, and we will show them live on the show. Now, it's an extraordinary possibility, the idea that living organisms are floating in the clouds of planet Venus. But this is what astronomers are now considering after detecting a gas in the atmosphere they cannot explain. That gas is phosphine, a molecule made up of one of phosphorus atom and 3 hydrogen atoms. On Earth, phosphine is associated with life, with microbes living in the guts of animals such as penguins or in oxygen-poor environments such as swamps. For sure you can make it industrially, but there are no factories on Venus and there are certainly no penguins. Now, in a paper published in the journal Nature Astronomy, scientists of Cardiff University in the UK admit they are stumped. So why is this gas there, 50 kilometers up from the planet's surface? Well, who knows? Bringing it back home to have a first look at the temperature for the country. Starting off with Polokwane, your low is 14, peaking at 29 degrees today. Umbumbela, you range from 14 to 25. If you're out in Pretoria, your low is 15 and a maximum of 29 today. Johannesburg, the city of gold, ranges from 12 to 27 degrees. Mahikeng coming through with a low of 12 and a high of 31. Klerksdorp ranging from 13 to 31 as well. And then for you, Kimberley, your minimum temperature is 6 with a maximum of 26. Bloemfontein, your low is 2 and a high of 26. Richards Bay also ranges from 15 to 23 degrees. Pietermaritzburg coming through with a low of 9 and a high of 20. And then if you find yourself in South Africa's playground today, Durban, your temperatures range from 16 to 21 degrees. Umtata, for you, it's a low of 5 and a high of 22. East London coming through with a low of 14 and a high of 19. Cradock, 525. Friendly city of Port Elizabeth, PE, ranges from 11 to 19. George, 918. Mother city of Cape Town is a low of 10 and a high of 19. And then for you, Worcester, 722. Sutherland always coming through with a low of -3 and a high of 20. And then last but definitely not least, Uppington with a low of 5 and a high of 27. But of course, whatever the weather, wherever you find yourself, happy Thursday to all of you.
Yeah, thanks very much. Happy Thursday to you too, Jamie Lee. Now, last week, Thursday, Charlotte Matamela walked away with a fridge just by sending a simple hi on WhatsApp. And not only did she win big, but her reaction was larger than life and really got us excited about another giveaway and giving away more prizes, right?
Today is that day, Kat. So we've got another giveaway happening on our Feel Good Breakfast show. As we've selected, the next lucky viewer is going to be spinning the Buy Smart virtual wheel of prizes this morning to stand a chance of winning either a queen-size bed, a fridge, a washing machine, or, of course, a smartphone too. Oh.
Those are all such important things in the home, if you think about it.
Essentials,
really.
especially, yeah, man.
Yeah, so we've got a very, very excited Simone Africa on the line with us, and we are ready for her to spin the Buy Smart virtual wheel of prizes. So, Simone, how are you feeling this morning? Is that a little bit of nerves?
Yeah.
You don't need to be nervous, no need to worry, because either way, you are winning here today, okay?
Look at that smile. Right, so Simone, are you ready to see what incredible prizes you're going to be walking away with this morning? Are you ready to spin that wheel? Are you with us?
Yes.
Now, do remember, Simone, when you want the wheel to stop spinning and reveal which prize you've won, all you have to do is say, stop! Okay? As big as you can, so we can just say, stop! Okay, all right, so let's get spinning. Here we go. And the wheel is spinning. Any moment now.
Any minute now. Stop!
Congratulations, Simone. You are walking away with a fridge.
How crazy that. Now, Simone, I knew that this is actually the first time you've ever won a competition in your life. What does it feel like walking away with this epic, epic prize?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yo, Simone was letting that wheel spin, eh?
Yeah. Like, the nerves, I couldn't hold my breath any longer.
Listen, I'm very, very happy for you, Simone. Congratulations for winning this wonderful fridge. Enjoy it. May it bring you many, many years of cool refreshments, beautiful leftovers.
Lots of barakat.
Lots and lots of barakat. Thanks for entering the competition, Simone. Have a lovely day.
Thank Thank you too.
Oh, I love that, man. It's
Yeah, man.
so awesome. Now, listen up, guys. You too can, of course, also stand a chance to win these weekly prizes when you sign up, just like Simone did this morning. Oh, I think we're still like all vibed up from it now. A queen-size bed, a fridge, a washing machine, and a smartphone are all up for grabs. And who wouldn't want to go away and win all these incredible prizes? Now, don't forget, T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Yeah, indeed. All you have to do is send hi on WhatsApp to 072-897-6278 and follow the steps. Open your camera and scan the QR code to get the link to sign up. It's as easy as that.
Yeah, and then browse by Smart promos and, of course, their products, and then upload a photo of your till slip when you buy Tiger brand products.
Yeah, you also earn points for your purchases. Now, your points can unlock rewards ranging from airtime and fast food vouchers to movie tickets and shopping vouchers. It's very quick and very easy, and you can sign up on the go.
Yeah, well, if you want to do it right now, here's the QR code again. So sign up today and stand a chance of going into our weekly prize draw. And who knows, it could be you spinning our virtual wheel of prizes next week, Thursday, and walking away with a big, big, big winner on your belt. And that's obviously, of course, from Buy Smart itself, man. Oh, I'm so excited. That was awesome, eh, Kat?
That really was.
Get rewarded for your shopping choices with Buy Smart. Send hi on WhatsApp to 072-897-6278 and follow the steps. You will stand a chance of winning incredible prizes weekly on Expresso.
Only you can make my day.
It's one for the book readers and the book eaters. One for the construction workers and their helpful ones. One for the laundry sorters and the laundry hoarders. Whoever the dog member of your family, big or small, new NextGuard Spectra, the broad spectrum monthly chew that protects inside and out in one easy step. NextGuard Spectra, just one chew, so easy for you.
This Saturday evening at 8, the Insider Essay explores the theme of old and new as we meet inspiring people who've brought the past to life with a modern twist. Learn how a rundown farmhouse was transformed into a designer home. Visit a club that relives the sights and sounds of classic jazz and learn how Dr. Michael Mole is changing the way we access medical care. That's the Insider Essay, Saturday night at 8, only on SABC3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Is it science? Is it fiction? Maybe it's a little bit of both. I think a lot of superheroes that we know and love, certainly in the Marvel universe, are created using science fiction. But there is a little bit of science thrown into the mix. Grant Hines is here to reveal some of that mind-blowing science that could just be real. Could be. Maybe. No, it's not. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm waiting for my superpowers to kick in, dude.
Well, here's the amazing thing, and I will talk about science fiction in general a little bit later, but science fiction, it's fiction that's based on science. So there has to be some kind of truth to it, otherwise it's not believable at all. You know, there's some kind of reality to the story. And Marvel are really good at that. With the Avengers series, the new game that's coming out, will come up, you'll be able to play as a whole bunch of heroes. If you've watched any of the Infinity Stone films, all those things.
Brilliant saga. And Gareth Woods is going to take us through that game in just a moment. Let's start with the Hulk. Okay, we all know, obviously you've got Iron Man, which kind of leads us all to believe if you're rich enough, you can turn yourself
into a superhero. He's one of the few that don't have superpowers.
Cool. Okay,
him and Black Widow.
He's a billionaire, okay? But let's start with the Hulk, man. The Hulk, some days you feel so angry that you could turn into the Hulk.
Anyway, so the Hulk is probably one of the starkest ones because Hulk was made, like back in the 50s. And essentially, the Hulk is a character, for those of you at home who don't know who the Hulk is, he is Bruce Banner. He is a scientist who gets exposed to radiation by his dad, David Banner. In the comic books, it's a little bit different in the films, but in the comic books, he's exposed to radiation by his father. And then
as a baby,
yeah. And then gets these superpowers whenever he gets into extreme emotional turmoil. He gets super angry, becomes huge and green, quadruples in size, is able to lift up a tank, just can completely demolish.
Hulk smash.
Yeah, Hulk smash. Also, his English just deteriorates. I don't understand his language sectors of his brain, but it's just a fictional universe for something that is exposed. The gamma radiation that he's exposed to as a child is the catalyst for the story. So gamma radiation, for those of you who also don't know, is one of the most invasive radiations that we know to man, right now. So we use it quite a lot. In everyday things, in mutation in agriculture, and you will want to mutate agriculture for making sure that seeds last longer in different seasons.
Giant strawberries.
For strawberries,
I think is what it means.
We use a lot of genetic modification in food, and it's actually a good thing. I know there's a lot of debate about it, but carrots used to be completely white. Now we have orange carrots. Everyone would think that's a genetic modification that's happened.
The Dutch did that.
So genetic modification isn't such a bad thing, but we haven't done anything to human beings using gamma radiation, and that's what the fiction part of the Marvel series is, especially with the Hulk character. So, what does that look like? What does that be? What do we become? And because it's rooted in some kind of truth, it makes the story a little bit more believable than it was before.
Or maybe, let's put it to you this way: traveling out into space, do we need legs, for instance, if we're going to be drifting for 200 years, traveling through the vacuum of space? Maybe 4 arms would be better. Do you think that we would
even eyesight?
Exactly. Do you think genetic modification will come into reality?
Potentially. Like our cornea, for instance, relies on gravity to maintain its shape inside our eyeball for us to see. So we need gravity, like these little things. We think, we can just go into space and go head off to Pluto or whatever.
Space blindness is a real thing, man.
Space blindness is a real thing, and we need that just for our eyesight to work. So we have to come up with some form of modifications in future, whether they be genetic or analog, but we need to solve those problems if we're going to do space travel, because we're going to be in space for a very long period of time. But again, with science fiction, especially in the Marvel universe, it's so important. I got into technology and science and stuff by watching Star Wars, by getting involved in science fiction, where fiction that is based on some form of science, and it just sparked my imagination. And in fact, real things, there have been real weapons and stuff that have been developed because people saw them in video games, like the BFG and Doom, and the Instagib railgun in Quake. That gun is being developed now by the US military, but it started off as a what-if
science
weapon.
Fiction concept. Now we need it. We need to be able to stretch our imagination, and science fiction is where that seed is planted. A little bit later, we're going to be getting into that incredible Marvel game. Gareth Woods is going to take us through that. That's coming up in just a moment. Maybe you want to share with us, which is your favorite Marvel superhero? If you could be one, if you could have those superpowers, what would that be?
You're still tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast show, Expresso on SABC3. Now, the Marvel Avengers have assembled on our consoles for their latest showdown. But is it super? That's the big question. Gareth Woods joins us for his take and his review on this game. As always, Gareth, it's great to have you with us. How are you doing this morning, man?
Yeah, always good to be here. I'm a little bit tired from staying up late playing video games all night.
Nice problems.
Otherwise we're good.
Look, Graham, I've got to ask, look, we expect so much when it comes to the Marvel movies, and I know it's inevitable that we're going to draw a comparison between the game and the movies, but I've got to start off by asking, what is it like playing each character and then also assembling that ensemble of characters that you get within the game?
Let's be honest, the movie, kind of comic book movie game tie-ins have traditionally been terrible. Let's be honest. Like, if we go way back to some of the first Spider-Man and Batman, all these games, they've generally been bad. And then suddenly it felt roundabout like the year 2000 or so with the Batman Arkham game, where suddenly people were like, whoa, superhero games can actually be not only like palatable, but really good. And then the bars just kept raising. You had Spider-Man a couple of years ago that was just phenomenal as well on the PlayStation. And now Marvel Avengers is out and it's great. But I feel like in a lot of ways it's feeling the brunt that the standard of games is being less forgiving. It feels great to play as a different hero, so from the Hulk to Thor to Iron Man, they all play very differently, which is great. But I would say that it maybe doesn't reach the heights that some of the Batman and the Spider-Man games have reached, and that's maybe because there are so many characters. But still, great fun. It's awesome to smash tanks as the Hulk, or fly around or as Iron Man. So yeah, they've done a great job in like you asked, the feeling that you feel like those superheroes.
Talk to me about the solo versus co-op gaming options that you have in this particular game and how they fare.
You've got the solo campaign, which is really the story, and it's pretty well put together, and it's a quite engaging story, and you feel like you have a reason to play. It's not just, as you said, Hulk smash buttons. There's a reason to play all the time, which is great. Then it moves on to a co-op stage where there's certain missions that kind of you can invite people to play. So I think it's a 4-player co-op. You can invite either, have an open game and have randoms come and join your game, or you can invite friends. But those are specific missions. You can't play through the entire thing. Unfortunately, it doesn't allow cross-play. So if you're on PlayStation, you can only play with PlayStation, Xbox only Xbox, and PC only PC.
I've got a quick question just with regard to that. The cross-platform compatibility of games, right? Certain developers have gone about making it possible, with Fortnite, for instance, which has become one of the biggest games in the world. Those that aren't adopting that yet, Gareth, why is that? What's holding them back?
I think, particularly to this game, there's the idea that Sony has the rights to certain Marvel characters that the others don't. So Spider-Man and the Spider-Man universe, for example. But I think crossplay, at first was this tech issue. We didn't know how. And then games like, I think some of the first were Rocket League and Fortnite. They kind of went, it doesn't matter. You can be platform agnostic. You can be playing on a mobile phone against a guy on a PC in a teammate with someone who's on PlayStation. And so people slowly realized that it's not the issue people think it is. But yeah, so I think some of it is IP and protecting the rights to certain properties, but some of it is the tech.
Oh, that's brilliant. Now, look, you're speaking about all this tech when it comes to all these games. And one tech positive when it comes to this game is that I believe not only can you choose all these different characters and these missions, but also the campaign itself seems to focus on the newbie superhero, Miss Marvel. So can you tell me a bit more about the character overarching story and also any other details, but without giving away the good stuff,
So yeah, you're right, to Miss Marvel. And I think it's great they decided to go with a superhero that maybe is, we haven't seen representation in games before, of like, for one, many female. She's an Islamic character, so when it's not the typical, we always see blonde white guy all the time. So we're seeing different representation, and it's great because I think, if I see myself as obviously a white gamer, I've got to be the hero so many times. But I think for a lot of people, they've never got to see themselves or someone that represents them on screen. So I think it was a big call, and I think it's a really positive move forward for gaming. As you said, she's a newbie superhero, and what's so great is in the beginning, you'll interact with Thor and you just have this schoolgirl crush. You're kind of like, oh my word, it's Thor, I can't believe he spoke to me. In the beginning, you literally have no powers, and you're kind of swooning over all these superheroes. And then slowly you kind of rubbing shoulders with them. And then there are moments where you're saving them and you're helping them out. And so you really feel like one of the team, which ties in with your progression, not only in the story, but as you as the gamer are getting more skilled in the game. So it's a really good tie-in that sense.
Now, finally, Marvel's Avengers, the game itself, your verdict. Is it a hit or a miss in your books?
if it weren't for the fact that we've had such really good superhero tie-ins, so I mentioned the Arkham games from Batman and then also the Spider-Man game, I would have given this a solid 8. But unfortunately, I can't remove myself from knowing that those other games have existed and the bar's been raised. So I'm going to give it a 7. The gameplay's still fun. It's still great to be able to play some of the superheroes you've never been able to play before. But I think where some of the issues are, the load times are quite long. So you do something silly like you fall off a building, you missed a jump, and next thing you're waiting 30 seconds to a minute for the thing to load. And, you know, the way games have progressed, it's kind of getting to the stage where it's a little unforgivable. You know, part of me would just say, just be good and don't die ever in the game, and then you won't have to worry about that, but sure. And then I think that they've somehow, with the multiplayer, it feels like they've really tried to, like, push the, like, spending money point of view. So like grinding the game or buying credits to like upgrade your character. And for me, is, you know, you buy the game once, you don't want to feel like you're like handcuffed to the game. Then
So
to
true.
experience more of it, you've got to either grind or spend money. So it loses a little bit points there. But you're just going to play the game for the single player campaign and maybe invite some mates over, then yeah, solid 7, really good game. You should have a lot of fun.
Oh, well, gee, thank you so much, Gareth Woods. That was an incredible review. And I think I'm definitely frothing to play some games. And I think I've got a plan for the weekend. Invite the buddies over and let's have a jaw.
Marvel adventures there. Thanks a lot, Gareth.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me.
Well, of course, you can give it your own opinion, give it a try, and let us know, of course, all across our social media pages what you think of this brand new game, Marvel's Avengers, now on consoles.
What's better than a sugar-coated, deliciously crispy golden brown donut and 100% Arabica beans brewed to perfection? Treat yourself and warm up your morning with a little sweetness from McCafe with the all-new mini donut and cappuccino offer. A little lovin' doesn't have to cost a lot. Great coffee, simple. Cadbury Dairy Milk Glass and a Half Project presents There's a Story in Everyone. Visit cadbury.co.za/storytime for more information on how to share your inspirational story.
It's
birthday to you.
Yeah, jam along with us. It's a Thursday morning, but not just any Thursday morning. It's a very special one, especially if you are celebrating your birthday. And it's time for us to wish you, our loyal and loved viewers, a very, very happy birthday. And guess what? You share your birthday with Tremar Lassell Dillard, now better known for his stage name, Flow Rider, who turns 41 years old today. Can you believe it? 41.
That is insane. Like, he still looks like a 28-year-old and... Hello.
28?
Yeah, he looks like 28.
What 28-year-old do you know that looks like that?
A lot of people.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to get out more. Anyway, he's an American rapper who is best known for his 2007 breakout single, Low. Shawty got low.
Low, 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 low.
Yeah, which some of us still dance to till this day. Flow Rider has sold over 100 million records worldwide, making him one of the best-selling music artists. A very happy birthday to you, Flow Rider. He must work out a bit, like a little bit. Arms,
like a little
those
bit.
arms
Just
look
like
like they've been visiting the gym on their own. My goodness. Okay, then graphics just had to go to another image.
Must be nice, eh? To be 41 and looking like that. But okay, it's back to you guys, the real celebrities out there. This one reads to Siam Tanda. Happy birthday to you, Sia Bangani. May God bless you with all your heart's desires. I know how bad you want those Satmas, but he has bigger things coming your way. Stay blessed, bro, from all your friends. And then Linda Kutle, I wish my cute little sister, the original Nkane of the family, Linda Kutle Ngoma, a happy birthday. May you grow until you become a toothless old woman. I love that. Have a beautiful birthday, my little sister, from your family.
Still a long way from that. Happy 14th birthday to my boy, Cristiano Pillay. May you enjoy your day and always be blessed. This is with love from your dad, your mom, Donnell, and Mika as well. Then another message that reads, I wish my sister, Damaris Kivitz, a happy 54th birthday. May God bless you with many, many more good things. Please do keep taking good care of yourself, your family, and community. We love you so much. And this is from Amarantha Beale.
And then happy birthday to Ria Betswe. We're wishing you many more years to come from Uncle Fred and the family, you beautiful human. Look at that face. And then I wish my son, Tersus Risp Sold, a happy 33rd birthday. May you run your third 100-kilometer next year with no hiccups. I'm very proud of you. May you have a very nice birthday, my son, from your mom, Teresa.
Beautiful. Then we wish our princess, Bernica Damons, a very happy birthday. May you be blessed as always and stay the beautiful, confident, and prettiest TikTok dancer alive. Lol. I didn't put that in there. Lol is in the message. Love you lots. Love you to bits, rather. This is from your mommy, daddy, and the rest of the family.
Shawty got low. I can't get that low. Anyway, listen, we will only be using our WhatsApp line, so we do encourage you to get creative and send us your birthday videos to 071 640 6551. That number is on your screen right now. So please do send us your messages and all your videos. We absolutely love to see them.
Absolutely. And if it is your special day today, make sure you get low.
Drop it down low. We're going to get low and dirty in the kitchen this morning. Why? Because we're whipping up a curry we love. In fact, it's a South African staple when we talk about our meat-free butter chicken. That might sound a little bit strange. In fact, it's a winner, no chicken dinner this morning. And of course, with a combination of our Be Well olive oil and canola oil, with cauliflower, with coconut cream, it's going to be creamy, delicious, all sorts of aromatics. It's going to be truly wonderful to create and ready for you in an hour. Talk about curry in a hurry. So watch closely as Herman Lansing now shows us how. Herman, welcome. Always
Thank you.
Love having you in our kitchen. And you've been doing some amazing meat-free dishes. This really is a favorite in South Africa. One of our favorite curries. It's a particular flavor profile that we love, but we have taken the chicken out of the buttered chicken.
But it's not so much, it's more than just butter. the nice thing about making curries for people, especially if you don't use meat, there's so much flavor in there. So if you serve them to people who generally like to eat meat, but there's no meat in there, they will still get that nice flavor because of the sauce is nice and creamy and all the good things. So we start with some onions in our pot and then some of our lovely Be Well canola olive oil blend. The best of both worlds, the healthy canola and a beautiful flavor.
Completely, and you do need an oily base, that kind of textural element in a curry specifically.
Also, because we're going to fry our spices, so we start with some garam masala.
Okay.
I generally like to grind my own spices, so buy them whole, keep them in your freezer, because when you grind them whole, there's lots of oil in there, and that's what you want. The moment you start to fry them, all that beautiful fragrant oil comes out, and that's what you want. Some cardamom,
that's what
all the aromatics. It's such a groot Engelse word for me, you know. Aromatic.
It makes me look like I know more than I actually know, man.
It's all about the way you speak, you know.
Exactly.
Secret. And then we add just a little bit of red chili. You can also, like, if you want to add some ground coriander, you know, all this beautiful, maybe some bay leaves, you know. A curry is a place to give yourself freedom and be imaginative.
And this is the joy. As you say, if you're going meat-free, start with a couple of great vegetable curries, because it gives you, and I know we're using a meat substitute here with our interesting-looking soy strips.
Yeah.
But this is a great way. I mean, you can just use potato as a base, or cauliflower as a base. I've seen you do in the kitchen before.
Yeah, so this is now, obviously we're using a soy meat replacement. You don't have to. Like you said, you can use cauliflower, sweet potato is a beautiful one. You think of those things that absorb flavors, like a potato, sweet potato, cauliflower. So we just to add some yogurt, some lemon juice. Traditionally, you would use your chicken now.
Okay.
We just mix it up like sort of a simple marinade.
Obviously, marinade would start to break down whatever, because of the lemon juice, the acidity in that, the yogurt, that generally does soften and break down whatever you're marinating in.
And obviously also the yogurt adds to that velvet texture in the sauce, what you want. Okay, so our spices, nice and fragrant. You can smell that, all the beautiful onions.
Can you burn your spices? Is there a danger of doing
Yes,
that?
you
What
can.
sort of temperature should you be frying up your spices to release those flavors?
Look at this, there's two techniques. You can either dry roast them in your pan, so that's before you grind them up. So whole spices, toss them in a pan like dry roast. The other way, like we're doing now, is sort of a wet frying. So what I generally would do in my kitchen, low heat, lots of oil, and then every now and then you can also add a splash of water.
Okay.
Just to prevent the spices from burning. You'll notice that I only put in my garlic and my ginger now. Garlic and ginger tends to go better because people add it in too early. So you burn it.
I remember someone telling me that garlic has one of the highest sugar contents of any kind of fruit or vegetable, believe it or not. So that's why it caramelizes, it burns so quickly. Yeah.
Like when we garlic and onion, all part of the same family. You can't live without them. Okay, so beautiful, lovely in there. Then we add our cauliflower. I love my friend cauliflower.
Big time.
You're gonna add.
That was one of my biggest lockdown discoveries, was cauli. Like
Really?
I now, and funny enough, I'll cut it into like big steaks. I'll dust it with a curry powder or garam masala, and then just grill it or bake it like that. And that gets that nuttiness, that beautiful flavor. It's wonderful.
You're quite the foodie now. You impressed?
I'm learning. I get to work with the best.
All the big words, all the lovely things.
I cheat. I take whatever brilliant chef I worked with last, I steal all his intellectual property,
put it, and
then I pass it off as my own the next time I'm in the kitchen. Now, it really is one of the great joys of my life, being able to we start our day with these amazing chefs every day. What a gift, man. What a gift.
So now we've added our soy strips with our yogurt. A crucial thing about a butter chicken is that sauce, that velvet sauce. So we add some tomato puree. Obviously, if you make it fresh, you can just use normal tomatoes, just grind up, because we want to keep it healthy. And then the traditional butter chicken would ask for coconut cream or coconut milk. But again, you can use your own ingredients you have in your fridge. If you want to use normal fresh cream, it's up to you.
And that combines really, really quickly. How long do you need to cook this particular meat? You know, a soy kind of meat replacement like this, does it need the same amount of tenderizing as a chicken?
No, not normally. So now obviously the cauliflower is the one who's going to cook faster. So we want to have some texture in there. We can eat our own food.
Yeah, we're not making a soup.
No, we're not making baby food yet. So keep an eye. At the moment, the cauliflower is sort of like the Italian people say al dente. So it's still like a bite to the tooth.
Bit of
good.
Crunch. Cool.
A little bit of salt. Always important to bring out all that flavors. And then like a groot pinch black pepper.
And use good salt, a nice Malden salt or something like that, so you can season, because seasoning is absolutely vital. Herman, this looks absolutely beautiful and amazing. The aromatics that are coming off it are truly spectacular. You've done us proud. Thank you so much, and especially for something that is completely meat-free and a flavor profile that we love. If you want to get your hands on this recipe and plenty more, head right over to bewellfoods.co.za/cookbook to download your free Happy Heart cookbook inside. It's got a range of these beautiful meat-free recipes as well. Inside you'll find a range of delicious and very practical, heart-healthy and heart-friendly recipes, which we're all about, waiting to be enjoyed by you and your loved ones, and you'll impress them as well, all thanks to the magic of Be Well.
Level 2 is here, which means all travel, including leisure travel, is once again permitted within South Africa. Whether it's a weekend away in Durban, Johannesburg or Cape Town, there is so much beauty to explore in our own country. Mango cares about travel. So, treat yourself and your loved ones to a well-deserved break. For safe and affordable travel, visit www.flymango.com. Go discover more. Go Mango. Book now. Terms and conditions apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is a Thursday morning. We are still in the last couple of days of level 2, but don't worry, Sunday will come around pretty soon. Now let's talk fashion. Our resident fashion and beauty editor, Knox Mafu, recently joined forces with renowned makeup artist Renee de Wit and the top 10 Miss SA finalists at a W Beauty makeup masterclass. Now little did they know that they were in for a surprise.
It is a beautiful day to feel glammed up and beautiful, and I'm so excited because I'm at the exclusive Miss SA Top 10 Finalists Master Makeup Class. Now, Woolworths and Miss SA are together in making these women feel incredible and empowered. Now, Renee de Wit, renowned makeup artist, will give them the insider they need to feel glam for their big day. Let's go. Steph, as the CEO of Miss South Africa, why did you decide to partner with Woolworths and W Beauty?
Well, I think it's so diverse, firstly, which is exactly like our girls. You know, we're a diverse brand, and we wanted to be involved with proudly South African brands, and something like W Beauty is the epitome of that for us.
What would you like each finalist to take away from this experience?
As a whole, I want them to feel empowered, and I think beauty empowers one, and being able to empower yourself to do your own face, to do your own makeup, you know, this makeup masterclass, really feeling like we're giving you all the tools so that you can step into yourself and step into your future and step into your power, ultimately.
Renee, as a renowned makeup artist, why do you like using Woolworths beauty products?
I think what I love most about W Beauty is that it's vegan friendly, it's ethically sourced, and a lot of it's locally produced.
COVID-19 has forced us to wear masks. How has this affected the beauty game?
So first of all, maskne is a thing, a real thing. I've learned a lot about how I can protect my skin, create a barrier, a proper skincare. So yes, our industry has completely changed, especially me as a makeup artist. I have to wear a mask, I have to wear one of these beautiful screens all day long. So yes, it's definitely impacted our industry. And also, unfortunately for girls like us who like a pop of color on the lip, you see the big trends at the moment where there's a lot of emphasis on the eyes and the brows and the skincare as opposed to the bold lips.
What are some of your favorite tips and tricks to get your skin looking great?
You know what, the best makeup is actually skincare. That's always been my opinion. It's like that's where I invest my money. So proper skincare is a proper prep for your foundation. So it's all about serums, hydrating mists throughout the day, barriers, especially when you wear your mask.
Why do you believe that W Beauty is the perfect brand to be associated with Miss South Africa?
I mean, the best marriage, I think, is two very proudly South African entities joining forces. I think it's a great collaboration.
Renee, you did a quick reveal of the Surge On Volume 3. Tell us, what do you love most about this range?
First of all, the packaging is magnificent. It has these beautiful artworks of proteas. So that the first thing I saw when I saw this packaging, I was like, wow. The next thing that was beautiful is there's a lot of products that can multitask, which I love. There's balms with 2 ends, 2 colors. The eyeshadows are insane. The pigments are beautiful. So there's a lot in the collection for everyone.
What do you think inspired the name Rain and Shine?
Rain, woman, empowerment, shine, woman, it's our time. And I think it's just the most appropriate name.
You have an incredible look happening over here. Tell me, what's your favorite part of it?
I absolutely love this day to night look because, you know, with the pageant, with putting your makeup on in the morning, it actually has to last the whole day, and it has to be relevant for both outfits in the afternoon and in the evening. So I love that this look can just be added, like even in your car on the way to whichever event you're going to, you can darken it up, but you can also wear it during the day.
Shuri, can you tell us what is your favorite W Beauty product and why?
My favorite W Beauty product has to be their primer. It feels so good on the skin, and once you put on your foundation, it's just amazing.
What inspires you about the W Beauty range?
It has to be the promotion of inner beauty. I think the upliftment that it brings to women, and also the empowerment that you feel when you put it on, it's just amazing.
You look absolutely amazing. Tell me, what is the favorite part of your look?
I definitely love the bold lip. I don't usually do that. I'm very mute and very chill. And also the contour. I mean, it feels very snatched.
Amazing. What is it about the W Beauty brand that resonates with you?
I think more than anything, it's not intimidating. It's very fun. It's very bold. It's very playful. When people look at me, they think, oh my gosh, she's so serious and so boring. But then they get to meet me and I'm so goofy and big. And I think that's the whole thing with makeup. People get intimidated, especially if you don't know how to use it like myself. But it's so easy. It is so fun. It is so playful. And I'm just like, yes.
The limited edition Sir John and W Beauty Volume 3 collection is finally here with an exclusive online preview launching today. Head over to woolworths.co.za to shop this collection exclusively at Woolworths.
What a time, what a wonderful event that was indeed. But let's talk comfort, style, quality and affordable pricing. Now that's what you'll get from the Woolworths Summer Dress collection, and they are back with beautiful prints, on-trend color combinations and a variety of styles that'll fit any and every woman. And our resident fashion and beauty editor Nox Mafu is here to unpack everything that we need to know about the dresses that impress this season. Exciting stuff.
So cool.
Last time I was sitting here with you, we were talking men's fashion and how guys were winning in terms of what Woolies is providing, but right now, the trends for the ladies.
Yes.
So what are some of those trends and styles that we must have a look out for this season?
So I think obviously summer dresses, spring is here. We are seeing level 1 is around the corner.
Yeah.
And, we're ready to step out and style. So I think definitely the trends we're seeing are the bold prints. We're definitely going to be seeing a lot of bold prints, a lot of ruffles and, a lot of slits. So really playful natures when we get to kind of the dress design. And then of course, we will definitely be seeing a lot of more of the halter necks, lovely prints. But I mean, these are all really dynamic ways that someone can be quite flirtatious, show some skin and have some fun with
Of course, lots of color as well. That is a plenty. All right, so tell me about what you love most about Woolworths' amazing variety of dresses this season.
So I think, the most important thing is to get more bang for your buck. I think a lot of people are looking for fun dresses that are really, really going to take their outfits to the next step. What I love about these kind of dresses is that they feel so good. They have a lovely, playful, you can show that back detail over here. It's a really playful wear that also brings attention to the waist over here. So you'll find that there are quite a few prints. I mean, we can even step over to this side. Coral is really going to be the hot babe of the summer, and this amazing pink color that we're seeing, all very affordable, great materials, but also at a great cost point at $2.99. So you really can get a lot of these items quite quickly, and they really are interchangeable and can last for quite a long time. So I really like the different designs. If someone wants a more longer print, I mean, this lime color, super on trend. The real lovely panels that we're seeing here, the rouging that really does a lot for the femininity of someone's body. So really very playful times. I think it's like a return to kind of not taking yourself too seriously. We'll see over here, Kat, there's that rouge kind of detail over here, that accent and kind of florals. You would have seen last week I wore something with more puffs on the shoulders. So really just a time to accent on different parts of the body and have fun while doing it.
You certainly taught me a new fashion term today, rouge.
Rouge, baby.
Rouge. Now, those are some of the pieces here. Do you have a favorite that you would go with?
Yes, definitely. I'm someone who really likes something that's very easy to put on, right? So, for instance, actually, this is one of my favorite dresses, and you've actually seen me wear it on the show before, and I'll tell you why. The detail over here is really great. It's just above the knee and has a lovely way of being quite playful in a sense. You have a wonderful way that it can cinch into your waist, giving you a really nice form and figure, but of course it's very appropriate for work. So you've got your more long sleeve thing. There's a lovely detail on the cuffs here, and a really playful way it comes down on the neckline to really enhance the neck and obviously make you looking leaner and really, accent more. So I love dresses like this. They really do a lot for the body and can also be worn in different scenes, and I think that's what we need. We need clothes that will work harder for us and also have quality while doing think so.
Well said indeed. Now, I understand that you've brought us an international model this morning to show off some of your styling. So please take us through the look as our model walks in.
So we have a fantabulous model who is actually looking so incredible. What I like about this is obviously the color, which is really just a lovely play, great for spring because it's got a bit of that orange hint, but still very easy to wear during this time. The way that it beautifully cinches into Jamie's waist, we can really see this amazing body that she's crafted over the last few months, but really a lovely way for anyone who's going to wear that to work. The shoulder detail, really nice over there, which gives us also some elongation on the arm. So I really like the way that it's just fits her well. She can wear this in different kind of outfits and can be styled with sneakers if she wanted to, or an amazing heel.
That's very true. Jamie, how do you feel in it? I mean, you're rocking it. You're rocking it, working it on the camera. How does it feel in it?
So here's the thing that you said. I like that the fact that the material is so lightweight and you can play around with it. I can literally go from set to a lunch with friends. But also the fact that it's cinched on the waist, because that's always something that I find that, you know, we want to feel comfortable, we want to feel confident. So anything that has a belt and shows us that femininity, that for me just elevates a look. So I love also the texture and also the color. The colors that we were speaking about, this is the trend, this is fall now, it's spring. We want to see that textures on us. So it complements perfectly. And again, just the fit is beautiful.
Well done, well done. Knox to you two, very well done. Looking absolutely amazing. There you have it, ladies. And of course, our thanks to Knox for sharing her wisdom with us. Ladies, I mean, what are you waiting for? You can get style, quality and comfort at Woolworths with dresses from only $2.99, and you can shop it at Woolworths. You can do so in-store, online or on the app.
Ageng. So I'm chatting to Umalume Musa here. He's owned a small clothing factory for years now, and he's always inspired me with his success. But like a lot of businesses, this lockdown's hit him hard. So he spoke to his banker, and they've put together a tailor-made relief solution for him to help his business and his people get through this. Making your bank your business partner, that's a habit worth keeping.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
A very warm welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast show on this Thursday morning. And yes, it is Tourism Month, and Travel Start are throwing a week-long sale to celebrate it. Now, Senior Commercial Manager Travel Start, Linda Baum, is here to chat about how this week of good deals across flights, accommodation and experiences is a celebration of special parts of our country and the opportunity to book that break that we as South Africans have so desperately been waiting for. Finally, freedom to move is now possible, and it's time to make the most of it. And it's all around.
Everyone in the studio is just going crazy.
I was just asking you now, Linda, yesterday when the president announced that we'll now be slowly but surely opening international borders and welcoming people, through our doors again, did your system crash? Did you get like an influx of bookings?
I think it got so excited it didn't know. I mean, technology has a personality, because last night it just went crazy South Africans went crazy. The bookings started coming through immediately.
Brilliant. That's good news.
It is a good day, guys. It is a good day.
Now, look, I'd imagine everybody's been waiting for this moment, obviously, Linda, but what's the significance of Tourism Month, and obviously why is it so important, especially during this crazy year that we've been
This
in?
crazy year, I mean, look, Tourism Month is it's in September. It's World Tourism Day coming up at the end of the month. So it's just been it's a yearly thing. But now after, 7 months of a heartbreak and economy breaking and everything breaking, we just need a break, guys. We need to get away. And, yesterday it was all about domestic. It is still about domestic, but now we can throw in a trip to Mauritius or Thailand or something on the side. But right, for this week, the significance of just, taking a breather, enjoying level 1, getting to see our country. It's a special tourism month, and today in particular even more special.
I think a lot of people have realized the benefits of travel and being able to break away from your normal circumstances to go see a different place, explore different avenues, see things like this that we're watching right now on the screen. But the great thing is that Tourism or Travel Start is celebrating its own Tourism Week sale, if you will. So we need the details on that.
Thank you for asking. I'm a little bit excited about this.
Yeah.
Look, we were talking about how frequently I'm in this beautiful place and of your studio, and it's so good being back. And I am about the most passionate South African about South Africa. South Africa, people, I believe now that we're already one of the most desired countries to visit.
Wow.
Over the last 7 months, our ratings have been going higher and higher. So the rest of the world comes to us. We need to actually see our own world, our own South Africa. We have partnered with our incredible friends at Cape Town Tourism, at the Eastern Cape Tourism, and KwaZulu-Natal Tourism. And we are giving away some amazing airfare deals, some great accommodation deals, experiences galore. We are just really wanting South Africans to just embrace their freedom to move and get into our country and just get mind blown about all we have to offer here.
Now, Linda, you're mentioning 2 incredible provinces that we can truly embrace, and I've played 3. Oh, it's 3, sorry. Yes.
It depends on who you're leaving out now.
I'm sitting here going...
But listen, if I had to jump onto a plane or car and head over to like KZN or Eastern Cape, I've played there before. It's such a beautiful playground and landscape. But what would you add to that must-do to-do list?
Okay, so now that is very hard. Thank you for throwing a hard question there. Because quite frankly, I would just go spend the next year exploring it and we still wouldn't see
just never
everything.
Come back, actually.
Between the Western Cape, Cape Town in particular, is and East. So if you were to go to KZN tomorrow,
yes,
I would say head straight up to northern KwaZulu-Natal. You can get, in one day, you can be seeing the big five. You could probably be charged by a black rhino. Let's be honest, black rhinos, that's their hunting ground. Their happy place is not their hunting ground, my apologies. their happy place is in northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. And then you can move over literally a couple of hours drive away and go diving with whale sharks in Sidwana Bay. I've done that with the dolphins, etc. Incredible. KwaZulu-Natal has everything. It really is. You just got to believe it. Believe me, it's got everything. Then the Eastern Cape, my gosh, I've already booked my trip to Hogsback to go play with the hobbits and the fairies. They tell me it's most beautiful. And the Wild Coast, phenomenal beyond words. It's adventure capital. They've also got incredible safaris to do. And then Cape Town, we're surrounded by it. And, we need to see it as tourists. I mean, have you guys done the Woodstock street art tour or...
No, well, not necessarily the street tour, but I mean, Old Biscuit Mill on Saturdays is just an incredible place to just be, and the energy, the vibe, the food. Wow.
And look, I just want to be that person to compare the Constantia wine routes to the Franschhoek wine routes, which is better. I want to take it upon myself to experience that. Yeah.
So this is Travel Start's Tourism Week of Sale. It's an entire week of special deals that you can get. Where do we get all of the information?
Okay, so please head to our website, travelstart.co.za. Sign up for our newsletters. We've got, as I say, the Eastern Cape, the Western Cape, and KwaZulu-Natal on sale. But that's not all that's on sale. Airlink have given us great prices. Mango have come to the party. Seme have come to the party. So the airlines are in. Accommodation, we're looking at it like 30 plus off. Experiences, all these activities that you can do everywhere, all over our website. Please, 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 travelstart.co.za.
Yeah.
And you can start looking at your international flights there now too. So there's a world
and of course
to
the
play
Flap app, that still is
gosh,
available, right?
Please,
so download the Flap app.
Download Flap. There's better deals on that through
Excellent.
the week. There's so much going on our website now. Please visit it. Please embrace your freedom to move. Enjoy level 1. It's happening, guys. And
so
can I
great.
personally thank all the there's been so many organisations and associations lobbying government to open up the borders. They've succeeded. It's a good day for the industry. So
yeah, absolutely.
Bring the industry back. Travel is back.
You heard it, guys. There you go. Head on over to the Travel Start website, download the Flap app, and of course, sign up for the newsletter so that you can get regular updates on what's going on and enjoy the freedom to move. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. Travel is slowly restarting. So for now, we travel in and travel dream. And when this is all over, travel near. Travel Start. Freedom to move.
Oh man, I'm just thinking of all the families that can be reconnected again as well. We forget about that personal connection, but so good to be able to see our beautiful land. Level 1 is coming this Sunday. It will be official. You have more opportunities, of course, to enjoy Tropica's smooth prizes up for grabs now that we can travel. Smooth appliances maybe tickles your fancy. We've got smooth travel with local flights and travel vouchers heading your way. Smooth devices to make sure that you have the best entertainment. Really is a plethora behind these caps.
Absolutely, that's right. You can win with Tropica's smooth or not smooth competition, and this is how you can enter. All you have to do is buy any Tropica promotional pack with a red cap, flip the cap, and if you find a smooth underneath the cap, you stand a chance of winning. Now, if you don't find smooth, then try flipping another cap until you do. That's all you have to do.
Just do it and repeat until you get it right. And once you do find that smooth, then follow the details on the pack to stand a chance of winning some of those smooth instant prizes like headphones, like mobile phones, Travel Start vouchers, return local flights, watches, sunglasses, and a whole lot more.
Plus, stand a chance of going into the draw to win weekly grand prizes live on Expresso every Friday by flipping a cap on our wall till you find smooth prizes. Again, like TVs, washing machines, and fridges are up for grabs.
Do you want to give it a go? Try? See if you're lucky. Are you feeling lucky this morning? Oh, shame. Dun, 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 dun. Smooth.
I feel like you knew that was it. I knew you knew that was it.
And please don't just pick 5 when you get to do this. If you get to do this, we're going to move them all around. Obviously, it will be a random selection, but we're going to announce our first winner tomorrow. So go on and get your Tropica to enter today. And we could be calling you. The more Tropica you buy and find smooth, the more chances you have of winning. So go on and find your smooth.
not smooth, smooth, not smooth.
Smooth, not.
Are you smooth or not smooth? Buy Tropica. Flip the cap. If you find smooth, you stand a chance to win smooth prizes. Tropica, nothing smoother.
Travel is slowly restarting, so for now we travel in and travel dream, and when this is all over, travel near. Travel is slowly restarting, so for now we travel in and travel dream, and when this is
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Thanks for staying with your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, here on SABC3. Time for us to look at our pets and focus on our pets, because at one point or another, we've all desperately wished that we could hear what our dogs are thinking and have them be able to talk back to us, even just for one day, right? It's not just me. And whilst they cannot communicate verbally, if you actually look a little closer, you will see that our dogs are constantly talking to us through their body language. Yes, it's true. It's so true. And they have a lot to say. They really do. And here to help us learn the languages of dogs is the ultra cool vet, Dr. Karine Brink from Ultra Dog. Dr. Karine, good morning. Good to have you.
Good morning. It's fantastic to be here. Thank you.
So, Dr. Karine, our dogs may not be able to talk, but how are they communicating with us, and what do they want to say to us, and what do they want us to say to them?
Dogs are so interesting, and they're fantastic creatures. They literally use their whole body to communicate with us. They use their ears, their eyes, facial expressions, tails, their whole body posture. For example, a puppy, when they're really playful, they will bow down and the whole body will just be wiggly. They will warn us before they want to bite. People always think it only needs to be when they are aggressive and showing teeth and barking. That's not true. They show us in other ways. And they also show us when they are scared or when they are playful. They have so many things that they want to tell us. And the main thing is you need to know what they are trying to say to react and to prevent problem behavior in the future from happening.
Do you know what I've always often heard is that it's all in the ears, Dr. Karine. It's all about the ears. Let's look at their ears, because they really can say a lot, right? What are the different feelings that a dog can communicate through their ears?
It's true. They communicate a lot of feelings through their ears. When the ears are facing forward or to the side and they're slightly relaxed, not totally up, just relaxed, it usually shows that a pet is relaxed. You know, they're relaxed and they're happy to be here. When they are interested in something, the ears will move a little bit more forward. For example, if they are interested in your attention, or if they're interested in cuddles, or if they're interested in play, the moment the ears start to fall down closer to the body, it means they are scared. A dog that is scared or wants to hide away will have ears closer to the body and flat ears. And the more the ears are facing backwards, the more aggressive they are. That's a sign that they're aggressive and ready to react.
I think a lot of us can relate to when the ears are upright and facing the front, when they're rushing in as you return from work. There is no better feeling, hey?
Yes. No, there is no better feeling. There's absolutely no better feeling than that.
And what about their tails? What can we pick up there?
You know, a lot of people always say when their tail is wagging, it means they are friendly. And that's actually not the truth. I always say the tail wants to communicate two things when they are wagging. The one is they use it like an arm wave to say hi, and that will be loose, slow movement, sometimes a circle movement, and the tail will usually be towards the base of the body where the tail is. But sometimes when the tail is lower and it's a slow wag, it can also mean I'm scared, I can be aggressive, I'm unsure where I am now. Also, when you have a dog that has an up tail, uptight tail, like they want to react to something, it doesn't mean it is aggressive. The tail is usually high in the air. But when they are really scared or, you know, unsure of where they are, the tail can be tucked underneath the body. And I know all of us have seen that. If a dog is scared, going to the vet, or if they are scared of thunder, that tail will be tucked underneath the body.
But then their physical bodies as well. I mean, they use their physical bodies to communicate. Posture is an important one. What can we look out for when it comes to their posture?
Play behavior is usually when they are down on all on the front paws. We call that play bowing, and they are ready to play. Usually they will have a wiggly bum with that. If your dog is lying, you know, on their back, a lot of us think, oh, they want scratches on their tummy. And sometimes they do, like my Dachshund, when she lies on her back, she loves scratches on her tummy. But otherwise, it can be a sign of submissive behavior. The dog is literally telling you, look at me, I'm exposed, I'm at my most vulnerable, you can do with me whatever you want. So sometimes when dogs are playing, you would see one would go and lie, you know, on their back. If a dog is trying to show they are very big, like they have a big stance, their legs are far apart, and also, again, the ears are upright, that can definitely be a sign, you know, of aggression or of close to reacting to something. And then dogs will show us calming signals as well. It's very interesting, and we all get taught calming signals when we are in varsity, the vets, that we know when a dog is unsure in a situation. Then they will show different signs. It's not only posture. They will lick their lips, they will turn their face away, or they will turn their whole body away, or they will start circling an area while they are looking away. And that is calming signals. That is a way your dog will tell you, I'm unsure of what is going on.
What would you then say is the most effective way for us to communicate back to our dogs? Because they also want that communication back, right?
We need to emphasize our tone of voice. I can say anything in a soft tone and they would love me, come for cuddles, and their tail is wagging. And then again, also my posture. A lot of people that come to me with behavior questions tell me my dog knows exactly what they did wrong the moment I walk into the house. And that is actually not true. They are reacting to what you are doing. They see you when you're angry, if they maybe chewed a couch or peed in the, you know, living room. They see that you are walking, they see that you have a big stance and that you are reacting to them. And then they get scared, you know. So they don't know they did something, they are reacting to you. So it's very important to be open to them, to do not show any threatened stances, to do not go and stand over your dog on all fours. I know people say you need to do that to discipline them and show where they are in the hierarchy, and that's actually not true. You just need to communicate gentle with them and use voice commands, you know, teach them to sit, stay, come, because they do listen to that. But yeah, it's not always as simple as we want to make it out to be.
It does sound like there's a lot of ways in which we can build that connection through communication with our dogs. Thank you very much, Dr. Karine Brink, for joining us and sharing all of this insightful details with us.
It's a huge pleasure. I'm always happy to be here with you guys.
Dr. Karine Brink, what a gem. Now, the next time your dog tells you that they're hungry, you can head on over to www.ultra-pet.co.za for a list of stores that stock Ultra Dog nationwide and shop the full range online. It's fantastic. Plus, the Ultra Dog website now also has some really great guides on how to help you decide which product is best suited for your Ultra Dog.
So good to connect with Dr. Karine Brink this morning. But of course, any animal lover will tell you that if they could foster and take in maybe 100 pets, they absolutely would. But sadly, there are just far too many cats and dogs without homes and in urgent need of care.
Yeah, now last week, Graham had the special opportunity to head out to a community in the Doorns in the Western Cape, where the Sidewalk Specials and NextGuard Spectra team were out on the streets and engaging directly with the community to give the local pups a bit of love and a much-needed health checkup.
Right across South Africa, in locations like De Doorns, there is a huge population of dogs and cats. With a lack of sterilization, that's where malnutrition and abuse really kicks in. Enter Sidewalk Specials. I'm joining one of their special envoys here in De Doorns, where they're conducting a mass sterilization drive. And because of COVID-19, obviously people can't come to them, so they're having to go out to pick up the pets and engage directly with the animals. And it's with that community engagement where the magic really starts to happen, but it's a challenge. I'm picking up from the level of emotion. This really is Rachel's little baby, and how long we have come, what a path you have walked, Rachel. 5 years, quite a long road to walk. Why invest this time in De Doorns specifically, and what sort of impact have you seen on the animals' well-being here, and I suppose what have you seen happen in this area?
When I first came here, it was about 3-4 years ago now, there wasn't an active welfare here. They don't have a physical vet here. They have a satellite clinic that passes through twice a week. They don't actually have a vet here, and obviously there's an incredible level of poverty here, and the combination of all of that, and it was a horror show. And we've done about 2,850 sterilizations so far.
Wow.
And we don't just sterilize, we inoculate them, we deworm them, we give them tick and flea, food, kennel, education in the schools, and the difference really in the 3 years is massive. Normally, if it wasn't for COVID, we'd have queues of people waiting with their animals to come and see the vet, and even that alone is like the care and the pride they're taking in their pets has changed dramatically. For the children, they can now get attached to their family dog and know it won't die on them. So the empathy for the children, for the animals has changed dramatically. So there has been a dramatic change. There's obviously still work to be done. There's always work to be done. But at least people know now to ask for help.
So we thought we'd take a brief quiet moment, and there haven't been many quiet moments, Lisa, to deal with here. This was quite a production line, but I mean, what an awesome endorsement to have a company as large as Boehringer Ingelheim get involved to this degree. How did this partnership with Sidewalk Specials come about?
So at Boehringer Ingelheim, we like to partner with our veterinary partners. And I went for a visit at Dr. Rena Cotton at Vet Point, and she indicated that they do these drives. And the human-animal bond is very important to us. And because Sidewalk Specials don't take the pets away from their owners, we thought that that would be a very good alignment with our values and with their values. And they do such good work.
And they need the help, my word. I mean, the need out there, looking at the lack of means, I think that's been a big eye-opener for me. It's not a lack of love or care, it's a lack of access.
Yes.
But of course, you guys step into the vital product as well, which these dogs absolutely need. And for those that don't know the product here, you've got an instance where all parasites can be treated and kept at bay with one chewable once a month.
Yes, it's very amazing, and it's quite important for situations like this, where they bring in puppies that have worms, and it treats for both internal and external parasites. Very nice, one easy chew for puppies from 8 weeks old, any dog from 2 kilograms up to the biggest size. Very important because we know some of these parasites get transmitted to the owners, and it's very convenient and easy to give. It's very tasty. What's nice is it's also a soya-based protein.
Rena is no stranger to the show. We've connected with her a number of times. I'm sure you've seen a myriad of conditions, treated all sorts of things, and also seen some wonderful transformations. What's the main focus here today?
Our main aim is to sterilize animals. We have an endless supply of unwanted dogs and cats. Owners can't afford to keep them. The animals are fighting for the resources for food and shelter. And we feel that when an animal can't be replaced every 6 months with a whole litter, they're valued more, they're cared for one animal per household or one or two that they can afford to feed. We do treat quite a lot because we are seeing quite a few sick animals, and people here don't have access or the finances for veterinary care. So we are treating some that need treatment as well. When we first started, we would have to explain why we were doing it. Now the people are coming to us to ask us to include the animals in our campaigns. We are seeing a huge difference. We're finding certain areas where we can't even find unsterilized animals.
Wow.
It's something we believe in. You know, we have a passion for animals. We want to serve our community, and there's no question that you're making a difference in an area like this.
Go into the hall, like I'm surrounded by the best people South Africa and other countries have got to offer, and they're here helping animals that they're not even going to meet to wake. And also seeing the change in the community. When we first entered, there was distrust and they assumed we were against them, and now it's like waves, like dog people, hey, 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 and there's like so much love, and it's everything that's beautiful about South Africa, really.
The real eye-opener here today has been seeing the lengths that the volunteers have to go to engage with the public, to make sure that they build a level of trust so that the good work that they're doing won't be undone once they leave really is awe-inspiring.
We always ask if people, we call it a care pack, and it's where we get to sterilize, inoculate, deworm, give NextGuard to a dog and a kennel for warmth and blanket. It costs 450 Rand, and you can sponsor one on our website, which is sidewalkspecials.org/donate. And everyone that's sponsored, we get to treat an animal, change its life entirely, stop future generations of puppies being born that aren't wanted. So yeah, we always ask people, sponsor a steri, sponsor a steri, sponsor a care pack, because sterilization really is the thing that changes the township and the future of the animals here.
This tiny little thing that's all but a couple of weeks old is the only one remaining pup from a litter of 7. Her mother, Macy Kint, is inside being sterilized, but if you ever wanted motivation as to why we need to host sterilization drives like this and why this is so important, this is it. And hopefully she will beat the odds and survive as well.
New NextGuard Spectra, the broad spectrum monthly chew that protects inside and out in one easy step. NextGuard Spectra, just one chew, so easy for you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Nothing beats the long-lasting freshness and quality taste of Clover fresh milk, made with love by Clover.
Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show where we're keeping the magic on flow, of course. And now clover has been part of our heritage for 120 years, and the proof is clearly in the pudding. And I mean that quite literally. So we've turned some beautifully unique South African flavors into a glorious wobbling clover, fresh milk, rooibos, and marula panna cotta. I hope I said that correctly. Now we cannot think of a better way to celebrate these ingredients of our heritage. And I'm joined by Herman here in the kitchen where we're going to be making some magic. Brother, what's happening here?
That dessert got everything in that makes me smile.
Okay, well, I'm joining you on that, and I hope the taste does exactly the same thing. So where are we starting with this?
So we're going to start, there's two things in this recipe. The one is a crumb. So when you make like set desserts that's cream-based or milk-based, you have to play with textures. Obviously, a creamy dessert's got that like a mouthfeel, but then you add something with a crunch that makes the best of both. So you can make a crumb for us.
I'm going to be a little bit honest here. What is panna cotta? What is
panna cotta? Is a Italian dessert, so it basically means set cream. That's if you translate directly.
Okay, so this guy's trying to be all fancy.
Yeah, it's just a big word for set cream, you know, like a stall pudding. So basically, what's nice about a panna cotta, because it's cream-based, you can give it any flavor you want. So we're going to use South African flavors today: marula, rooibos tea. You know,
I love that. I love that.
But be creative. Maybe use puchu or use like typical South African flavors. You know, that can make it really nice. So the base is really good.
Okay.
So you can make the crumb for us while I'm going to make the panna cotta.
We're working out here. Okay, so how do I do this?
Yeah, you're not just a pretty face, you can cook too. In the bowl, you have got some flour. You can add the butter to the flour. And you can just use your fingertips, you know, to wryf it, rub it in.
Wryf it, I like that.
Gentle.
Right, so I'm adding the sugar in as well?
Just some brown sugar.
Got you there.
And in keeping with the South African theme, we're going to add some cinnamon.
All right.
And there you go. I'm going to start with the base of the panna cotta on this side. Obviously, we're using our beautiful clover full cream milk. So a cup of that goes into our pot.
I mean, you said I'm getting involved in here, right?
Yes. Put your hands in, make sure they're clean and And then with our milk, we're also going to add cream. Obviously, like I said, it's a cream-based dessert, so we go half and half to make it a bit more healthier.
Okay, I like that. You're ticking Nature Boys boxes there with the house. Thank you very much.
You can have dessert and be healthy at the same time. Remember, milk is full of a lot of good vitamins and calcium and things are good for you.
Quick question while the guys are checking out the expressoshow.com for all this incredible recipe inspiration. What am I actually doing here? Am I just crumbling it up into little pieces? Because it's kind of looking like...
at the moment, I don't know what you're doing, but what you're supposed to do... You've done a good work so far.
Okay, thank you.
So you just take your fingers and it's like making scones,
all right,
you know?
I've got you.
You're making a crumb, my friend.
Okay, not the pancake that I had going on in the
You're not making bread. That's a good attempt. I will get you there one day.
Okay, step one.
We're in this together. So we take our combined crumbs and put it onto a baking tray. Spread it out nicely, and then this goes into a hot oven just to bake it, and it will turn out like something like this.
Oh, is it like almost like a briskety looking?
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
it's a biscuit crumb. Okay. So in our pot over here, we've got our milk and our cream.
And that's just come to a boil?
Yeah. We add our rooibos tea bags. Obviously, you can use loose leaf tea as well. I like to use things as natural as possible. Rooibos tea, obviously, classic South African, really beautiful.
Of course, and I would imagine at this point in time, if you didn't want to do rooibos, you can throw any tea bag in?
Like I said, you can use buchu if you want to keep it South African. You can use a Ceylon tea, or even just vanilla. It's great. We're going to obviously add a little bit of vanilla extract or vanilla paste. It's up to you. Obviously, it's dessert, so we need a bit of sugar.
Got some beautiful flavors. We've got cinnamon, we've got vanilla, we've got some sweetness, we've got obviously the cream coming through here.
Yes.
You're talking about the things that my mouth just absolutely loves. Oh.
And then the last true South African, well, actually African, not only South African ingredient, we're going to add a bit of marula, made from the marula fruit.
Yes.
So
I think everyone in South Africa, and I think everyone in Africa has definitely come across, knows of, or has definitely tasted marula.
Obviously, if you don't want to use alcohol, you can just leave it out. You can maybe add finely diced chocolate in here just to melt the chocolate in. The white chocolate will go really well. That's the magic about set desserts. You can do anything with it.
All right.
We add a pinch of salt just to balance out the sweetness. And then what a panna cotta needs to set, obviously needs something to get that little jelly move. So we've got
wobble.
Yeah, so it's a gelatine powder. We just we put it in the water. The clever people say we bloomed gelatine, so bloomed gelatine.
Bloomed gelatine.
Into our hot cream and milk and rooibos tea, and you just stir and it will melt in.
And then that obviously is going to allow it to sit and get that wobble and kind of provide that base that we're looking for, right?
The magic of a panna cotta is, I've been to many houses, people put in too much gelatin. It becomes so stiff, like someone had too much Botox. We want this pudding just to be like lacquer, like a fresh little, just a little bit of Botox.
I'm just thinking of any of those people that you visited that are watching right now thinking, oh my word,
they won't know. I love them to bits. Okay, so everything, once the gelatin is melted, you can get any container. We've used these beautiful glass containers, but traditionally we'd use a ramekin.
Okay, but you can style it up here, of course, I would imagine.
And then you'll just divide it into portions. Let's try to be very... There we go.
Keep some for me.
And then that goes into the fridge, preferably overnight. So you can just set, and what you end up, you can see, it's got a little wobble. Like I said, you can see that Botox, but it's still okay.
Yes.
There's still movement. And then just our beautiful crumbs on there. I mean, what more do you want in life?
What more do you want? You've got to try this out, of course. I'm going in for a taste, guys, and there you have it. As beautiful as it is, that's a panna cotta. We've kept it South African. We've kept it true to our heritage, I think. And,
it's almost like a milk tart with a bit of a, I don't know, differentness.
Thank you very much, Herman, and thank you for watching. Cheers, guys.
With love by Clover.
Nothing beats the long-lasting freshness and quality taste of Clover fresh milk, made with love by Clover.
Cadbury Dairy Milk Glass and a Half project presents There's a Story in Everyone. Visit cadbury.co.za/storytime for more information on how to share your inspirational story.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Season 1 of Sponsors of Brave brought you some amazing stories of those displaying acts of ordinary courage and compassion that put healthcare first. Now, in partnership with Adcock Ingram OTC, we are now bringing you Sponsors of Brave, the next generation.
This new season shines a light on young students aspiring to be in the healthcare sector. Now, Adcock Ingram OTC is creating a platform for healthcare students and recent graduates to realize their dreams of serving our beloved country. This is the next generation of Brave. We chat to Yudhvir Singh, the financial director at Adcock Ingram OTC, and TV personality Nicole Kappa about this amazing initiative.
So good to connect with both of you, especially after the success of the first season. So great to be broaching another new season with this kind of spin. I love that. Yudhvir, maybe you can tell us about the success of season 1 of Sponsors of Brave. Why do you think it was such a successful first run?
Sponsors of Brave Season 1 campaign was imagined in August 2019, and its life began well ahead of COVID-19. The ambition for the campaign was always to recognize and reward healthcare professionals for their untiring and unselfish service to our beloved South Africa. This became even more meaningful upon the emergence of the coronavirus. The campaign in season 1 received nearly 3,800 nominations, with close to 17,500 votes being cast.
Sure.
The campaign received top honors at the World Association of Newspaper and News Publishers 2020 African Digital Media Awards.
That is amazing.
Wow, congratulations.
Congratulations. What would you then
Thank you
say,
very much.
Udvir, is a difference with season 2 sponsors of Brave, the Next Generations? What's going to make it stand out?
With season 2, Sponsors of Brave, the Next Generation, the campaign aims to promote career development in the healthcare sector. The campaign looks at the next generation of your healthcare practitioners. At Adcock Ingram OTC, we're creating a platform for healthcare students and recently qualified healthcare graduates, community service incumbents, to realize their dream of serving our beloved country. Adcock Ingram OTC has embarked on a journey to aid these students financially in their studies and to provide them with impactful mentorship from academic, professional, and industry leaders. This will allow future healthcare professionals to nominate themselves or be nominated by peers and other South African residents for a life-changing opportunity under the banner of bravery.
And we need more brave in these crazy times, man. But we also want to fill a younger generation with hope of a future, especially now. Why is this so important, Udvir, to you as an organization? Why Adcock Ingram OTC choosing this particular path to make this connection?
During COVID-19, we saw schools, universities, businesses having to close down during various stages of the lockdown. Significant changes to our daily living has been experienced, which has resulted in the dampening of the spirit of many South African residents. We have seen that the true heroes are our healthcare professionals, and their dedication and support during the pandemic is a testament to bravery. In light of this, and to work towards restoring belief and hope, it is Adcock Ingram OTC's ambition to encourage the budding healthcare professionals of South Africa.
Nicole, bring it back to you. I mean, you were part of this from season 1. You were a judge, actually. What does bravery mean to you, and what will you be looking for in this next season?
I can't tell you how excited I am for this next season of Sponsors of Brave, because what Adcock Ingram OTC has done is spotlight bravery. I mean, that's one of my fundamental core principles. Bravery represents authenticity and truth. And I think this year, more than anything, we've seen how bravery has been spotlighted during COVID-19 by the incredible humans who are standing up on the front line as heroes. And that's what season 1 got to shine a spotlight on, and season 2 now even more so. The difference here is myself as a mom of 2, I'm incredibly passionate about the next generation. And this is what we're celebrating, is the next generation in healthcare. But aside from being a mom, as a pharmacist, I also know what it's like to be a student in a hospital setting. I know what it's like to be a pharmacist intern working in retail. I also know what it's like being a community service pharmacist working in distribution. Those are multiple different areas of healthcare. And along the way, I've met incredible humans, heroes to me, across different disciplines, in different arenas. And some of them mentored me and are the reason why I am where I am today. And some of them I mentored. So this program is about, whether it's a 36-hour community service doctor on call, whether it's a nursing student who set up a give back in a community, or if it's that pharmacist intern mentoring younger students. These are our future heroes, and this is the next generation of brave.
And I think through this process, we have discovered just how many surprising, refreshing, mind-blowing stories of bravery there actually are unfolding every day. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of it. Nicole, tell us a little bit more about the mechanism of the competition itself. How does it work, and why is this important for people at home to kind of nominate their heroes?
I think this was the success of season 1, is how interactive it is. Everybody gets to get involved in some capacity. So yes, you can nominate yourself. And I think that there's really a lot of validity in owning your space and standing up and being counted for what you're doing. But you can also nominate somebody you know, whether it's a friend, a colleague, a fellow student. And, you can win a weekly prize of 5,000 Rand purely by nominating somebody for this. And then the featured nominees also stand a chance to win an impactful mentorship with a healthcare professional in their chosen field, and a chance to win one of 2 25,000 Rand scholarships. Not only that, but even as a sure you can get involved. You can volunteer to become a mentor, and you've got the chance there to be able to give back to your own charities in the process. There's so much, and all you have to do is just go and Google Sponsors of Brave. I mean, I did it. You should all try it. It's very easy. It's the first thing that pops up, and it's going to be the topic of the next few months for sure.
And what a way to cast a light on vital work. I love your passion, both of you. Thank you so much for sharing some of that with us, but it's easy to understand why when you get every day to work with people who are truly brave. So we love and we applaud Sponsors of Brave. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Now, you at home can get involved by nominating yourself or a deserving student, and you could win one of 10 5,000 Rand weekly prizes. Now, featured nominees could also stand a chance to win an impactful mentorship with a healthcare professional in their chosen field, and a chance to win one of 2 25,000 Rand scholarships. That's insane,
wow,
right?
That's crazy. So to nominate, what you have to do is go to partners.24.com/sponsorsofbrave/nominations, or as Nicole suggested, just go and Google Sponsors of Brave and find out how you can connect as a possible mentor or as one of the next generation who are going to be showing us just how brave South Africans really can be.
We want to acknowledge the healthcare students tirelessly volunteering during COVID-19.
She's been a role model. She has given me so much confidence.
And give them hope for their future after this pandemic.
Here I am now, it's 10 years later, and I'm still trying to follow in his footsteps.
We're looking for current and aspiring healthcare students, graduates, interns, or those doing the community service here. Nominate yourself, receive nurturing mentorship, experience health work readiness, and stand a chance to win a 25,000 Rand scholarship. And for the mentors associated with the winner, you'll win an overseas trip to attend a medical conference of your choice. Sponsors of Brave, the next generation of brave.
Now, from being brave in real life to being brave on screens, Vuta is a new and exciting medical drama that recently aired on SABC2. And what's fascinating is that the production was still able to navigate filming during the pandemic. I mean, talk about a real life drama. Take a look at this.
Vuta is a brand new medical drama series that airs every Thursday at 7:30 on SABC2 with all the local faces that we love to see. And today I'm hanging out with the cast to find out more about this amazing show. And Dukoza, as a creator, I mean, the show has a very dramatic start, a baby being born on the side of a pavement. I mean, is this the level of energy and drama that we can expect throughout the season?
Absolutely. So when the story was first created, I had come into contact with a lot of stories from medical practitioners. I have a lot of doctors in my family. I have a lot of doctor friends. I have nurses in my family, nurses who are friends. So I had a lot of real life stories that when I heard them, I thought, wow, that's actually quite dramatic. So the pavement birth storyline actually came from some of those real life stories.
She's too dilated to move.
And then we took it from there and added a lot of drama. There's dramatic storyline after dramatic storyline. There are tensions that are just going to keep viewers on the edge of their seats. There are multi-layered, multifaceted characters that I know the audiences are going to relate to and enjoy. And it's all of that packed into 13 episodes.
The next thing will feature late.
Umabuti ukhona uphethe egula kwabefazi. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi usesikhathini.
I'm very excited to hear about the role that you play and also the character. Take us through that.
I play the role of Mgwazi Mahlango, a house husband. Actually, in my wife's view, I failed to raise my daughter properly. So I'm caught up in that mess with a wife who's a matron, the trouble in the hospital and the trouble at home. So I'm a house husband, actually.
How difficult was it for you to get into this role, you know, as a stay-at-home father, a stay-at-home dad, all of that? Take us through it.
I had to do some little research. In my spare time, I'm an author, so I write about relationships. So I had a little bit of background on, you know, how would a house husband be doing and, you know, staying at home. And it was a little bit difficult to go through the research and stuff. But I think I fitted well into the character. And in my view, actually I did well.
Oh, okay. Put it out there. You obviously come from morning TV, now being in an acting space. What does it feel like to just have, all those roles change and for you just to project yourself and put yourself out there?
Sure, I must say I feel empowered because starting out in television, I started out with live TV. It's so different to what we do. The adrenaline, the rush, your fingers always on the pulse. It's live, you can't take it back. And to adjust to a more, pre-record storytelling, it is a bit of an adjustment, but it's so fulfilling. It's fun, it's interesting, you learn so much. And I think, the one thing that I can say about television or my background in television from where I started out to where I am now is that it's empowered me, it's enabled me to learn so much about so many things. And sure, in my very young life, there's so much more to learn. So I'm looking forward to it, but it has been absolutely empowering, fulfilling.
Vuta is a story that has been 6 years in the making. It was created in 2014. It was then pitched to the broadcaster about a year after it was created. It was a big story at inception, so it had a lot more characters. It was created for a lot more episodes. So one of the big things that the writing team and Sunny had to do was to compress it into half-hour episodes that will last for 13 weeks.
What a lot of people don't actually know is that this was actually shot during COVID-19. What were some of the challenges that you guys had to face from the production point of view?
It was very difficult to navigate. We had to stop at some points, especially when lockdown was first introduced, because we were at an actual hospital. We're shooting in Busamed, which is in Marlborough. When the pandemic hit, it also hit us. So we had to stop for 2 months, I think, a month or two. And when we got back, there was difficulty with getting back to the hospital because of regulations, and we had to be moved into another space, still in the hospital. It was a lot of sleepless nights, but it was worth it at the end. We've got a great product.
We are here for all the drama, and you can catch a brand new medical drama series every Thursday at 9:30 only on SABC2.
Yep, some great local productions happening then. We can't wait to see what happens next on the show, so don't forget to catch it tonight, 9:30 on SABC2.
Looking for fantastic health and weight loss benefits without a lifestyle change or being on a diet? Well, Shapeline 50 Billion from Proven Probiotics is the first ever probiotic to offer scientifically proven weight loss, while at the same time boosting immune and digestive health. That's why we think Shapeline 50 Billion may well be the world's most effective probiotic. Available at Dis-Chem and Clicks.
You only have one skin. Nourish it and wear it bravely.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Get Get your 100% fresh, tasty, fruity, and refreshing goodness with Crush.
Made with love by Clover.
Now, we're still keeping that magic here at your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and no matter how well a workstation is designed, problems may arise if we don't pay attention to how we are working. Now, of course, working at a computer often involves very few changes in the body position, and a 100% lack of movement can lead to muscle pain and, of course, strain too. Now, last week, I showed us a few neck exercises to help us out with it today, and now we're moving over to the shoulders, where I know a lot of you are forcing some concerns there, and we've got the goods for you, of course. And I'm joined by Grant here, of course, one of the specialists when it comes to sitting behind a desk for long hours.
I like to think I do more than that.
A little bit more.
I do things at the desk.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
really?
and I drink juice.
No, I never say that. So listen, Grant, you're an expert when it comes to efficiencies and being ergonomic behind your station so that you can capitalize on all those wins during the day, of course. So that's why I'm coming through with some tips here, yeah?
This is also about performance at the desk. This is not just about getting your work done. It's about being the best that you can. If you guys are sitting at home, I know there are kids out there sitting, maybe like slouching in front of your computers or in front of the TV. Stop it! You need to get fit, and this is how we're going to do it.
I love it, 100%, man. So, a little tip before we get into the exercises. You guys just need to sit behind your desk, making sure that your feet are actually stable on the ground. You're sitting nice and upright, of course. And another point is to make sure that your eye line is correct. So, you don't want to be looking down at your screen or up at your screen. It's literally eye level, and then you're going to have your hands literally in front of you. So, you don't want to be arched or have your desk too high, because that's going to promote carpal tunnel as well. Right, so into our exercises we go, and we're looking at the shoulders now. And our one big problem, Grant, I'm sure you'll find, is that hunching causes tightness in the shoulders.
Yes.
So we're going to do some shoulder rolls now. 100% is going to help us just relieve all that tension. And you go for some forward rolls first, Grant. You're just going to roll 5 times. Get it nice and big. And if you can, exaggerate those movements quite a bit. And you're done with those 5. You're just going to roll straight back to the other side now. Opposite way is reversing that roll. And you'll start to feel a little bit more of that release in the back as well. And why we're doing this is because of movement purely. Movement promotes more of a relaxed environment. It stops us from just being guarded and tense throughout the
I'm already feeling stuff in between my shoulder blades.
Exactly that, yes.
Which is actually like loosening up.
That's brilliant. So that's perfect. Now moving over to the next one, of course, you might find some tension in those traps and the neck too, especially if we're slouching, leaning over, or supporting our heavy heads that we all do have. So 100%.
Well, my head's big. I don't know about yours.
So another thing to help with the neck tension, of course, and for those traps, is to just do some shoulder shrugs, all right? So again, movement's important, lifting up nice and high, all the way to those ears, and then dropping it straight down. And while you're doing this, try to get a bit of a squeeze in. That contraction is just going to assist with relieving and getting those muscles to work and metabolize.
When you squeeze, does it draw in more blood to that area?
It is. It's incorporating a sort of flush philosophy.
Feels so
where blood's
good.
coming in and going back out again, as opposed to just being stagnant and
This is like giving yourself a massage.
It is, and that's why movement is so important. So when you are sitting behind the desk, make sure that you do move, of course. And these are some of the 100% tips that are going to get you efficient behind the desk. How's that feel?
Amazing. I need to kind of liquid up.
Liquid up, of course, guys. I hope you enjoyed these incredible moments to your Crush 100%. And of course, we'll be coming through with some more tips next week for you to enjoy. Cheers, G. That is the perfect moment for us to go and celebrate and, of course, get our efficiencies on behind the desk, man. Cheers.
I'm getting my efficiency on.
I love me some de morning in the morning, eh?
Absolutely.
It's a good de morning. Oh, buddy, that was awesome, man.
It's the 100% dedication for me.
Yeah. We guys enjoying the shoulder shrug exercise?
Yeah, man. I'm feeling free, man. But I think everyone's focused kind of on the impending summer, feeling fresher. Level lockdown, but one is coming. I think everyone wants to feel fresh and new, and we're going to help you do that. At 11:30 this morning, we go live for our midday broadcast, and we're talking about intermittent fasting. We're going to go through a bit of a yoga session as well. We're going to hopefully kind of break that plateau in your diet, tackle the lockdown pounds that many have gained.
Speed up the metabolism a little bit, but of course, remember, as you do go out into your day, we are still under level 2 lockdown. Masks are still mandatory. Stay safe out there. But we'll see you at 11:30 on SABC3 for an extra shot of Expresso. Make someone smile out there. Bye.
Clover has been part of our South African heritage for over 120 years and wishes you all a happy Heritage Month. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.